Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm sure you guys are wondering why I'm not in hockey equipment right now. Well, I wanted to switch a couple things up and do something a little different this time. I'm sure you guys are getting a little tired of just in-game videos and seeing highlights from games and everything, so I wanted to do something a little bit different this time. One question I get asked a lot, especially from non-hockey people, is how do I have so much equipment? What do I have to put on? How much am I carrying with me, and how much does it all weigh? So I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. So today I'm going to document how I get ready. So come get ready with me. So it's not a great look, but this is actually where I keep all my equipment. Usually after games or any time that I play, all of my wet stuff ends up in the laundry room. So like my undergarments, some parts of the gear, jersey, socks, etc. They all go in the laundry and get washed. That way, this closet doesn't smell like death. So for right now, I'm going to get dressed like a goalie and pull out everything that you need to see. The essentials: my pads, my bag full of gear. Now all of this stuff has already been washed and taken care of, which is why it's in the bag. There was no need to air it out for a little bit. So it's all in here, and I'll show you what I got. My third bulkiest item, my pants. Go Blues. My second bulkiest piece of equipment, which is my chest protector, my blocker, my glove, my helmet, my goalie skates, and all my undergarments. So an undershirt, my jock, my goalie jock. Yes, I wear 2 cups, can never be too safe. Knee pads, socks, you name it, it's all in here. Also can't forget that high quality H2O. So as y'all can see, I've got everything lined up here, so it's a better visual of everything that I usually bring with me to my games. So equipment wise, that's pretty much everything that goes inside my bag. Now, might get the question of, well, how do you put it on? I'll do that for you in just a second. Alright, so to start, you have your base layer. I wasn't going to obviously show you me dressing up in that because that involves stuff that I'm not comfortable putting on the internet. So this is where we start. So for your base layer, you got your undershirt. You can go short or long sleeve. I go long sleeve. Helps me sweat more. Compression pants keeps the legs warm for me. Skating socks. These are a little bit thicker so your ankles don't get all torn up. The skate just so happens to end up cutting you. You can also double sock. I usually use these St. Louis Blues socks. They're inside out right now, but that's okay. Then I've got my cup girdle and then my goalie jock on. I don't know if it's a normal thing that goalies wear just the one or they wear 2, but as I said, can never be too safe. Usually when I got this on, I'm stretching in the locker room, making sure I'm getting loose and tight, and then the next thing I put on is my knee pads. Knee pads usually come in all shapes and sizes, but these are the ones I got. Protects the inner knee and then your upper thigh. So when you're in your butterfly, sitting down on your knees, protecting all those areas. Now with these knee pads, Velcro side goes over here. Take one of these straps as it Velcros the 3 different parts of the knee. Make sure it's tight, or at least I like it tight. Go all the way around. So the third one is strapped on. Now these straps aren't too great, and I usually use tape. When talking about hockey socks, talking about these, you can either get knit socks like these, or you can get mesh socks. It's kind of depending on your preference. Knit socks were very popular in the 90s. They give off this like, you know, look. But mesh socks are more like moisture wicking. I don't know. I kind of prefer knit. Don't know why. Just always have. So they kind of go over your girdle like that on those straps. A lot of socks will have that Velcro to help keep them up. Next we got the pants. Little tidbit for the socks. You can get any style, any color you'd like. If you're a uniform nerd like me, I like to make it match, but for goalies, nobody's really going to see your socks, so I stick with black. Next up we have your goalie pants. So these are actually Pro Stock NHL St. Louis Blues. pants. For you non-hockey people, pro stock means that a professional athlete either owned them or wore them, or they were just stock equipment for the pros. I like to believe Jordan Bennington wore these, so that's what I roll with. But I was gonna let y'all watch me struggle to put these on, so I'll leave you guys with putting on the straps. These make them stay up, so just make sure that each part of your pants are on correctly, tightened, tied, you're good to go. Next we got skates. For goalie skates, these are my Bowers. I have no idea what model they are. I got them used off of a site called Sideline Swap. It's a great website to check out for used sporting gear. This is not at all a commercial advertisement for them. I just like their website. It's so useful. Now goalie skates are different from regular skates because they don't have that back end that goes on your Achilles heel. They have this front end though that helps with pucks hitting off of your toe. It's like a nice protection from it. And then the bottom parts for the blades, they're a lot smoother, so you can move around, do whatnot, and if your skate blade hits the post, it's not going to absolutely ruin the skates. Alrighty, skates are on, they look good. I would normally tie them, but for this video, as I've stated, we're not gonna. I do, however, need them on for this next part, the pads. What I like to do when putting on my pads is line them up exactly with my knees, and I will fall into them, but again, not doing that for noise purposes. Now that I've done that and my knee savers are lined up with my knee, it's time to look backwards. So the skate saver is part for this portion, but you're going to take this strap that's attached back here, you're going to put it underneath the skate, put it in this little belt buckle. Not all goalie pads have this, but mine do, so we're going over that. You're going to make sure that's nice and tight. Put it in. Now this next part is very important because I struggled a lot with this when I first started playing. Want to make sure that this is tucked away and won't interfere with your skates whatsoever. So I kind of do like a double loop to make sure that this strap doesn't fall out at any time and I'm not stepping on it and slipping and sliding. After that, you're going to take these two Velcro straps right here, and with these two straps you're going to bring it around the skate. This is really hard to do with one hand. Be right back. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to attach this, make sure that everything is lined up and not touching the actual blade. Should look something like this. Once that's done, you're going to do it to the other side. Once you're done with the back of your skate, time for the straps. I have a hidden one in here, so I'm going to take it, go like this. Use my main one, close that one up, like so. Then I have one right next to my knee. I'm going to bring it around this side and attach it right there. Now my leg pad is officially on. Alright, so after all the strapping, go ahead, stand up, make sure everything feels good. Your leg pad should be on. This next part's going to be a little bit hard, the chest protector. I'm going to have to move my microphone for this. So with my chest protector in particular, I just pull it over my head. And then I'll play with the straps on the arms, make sure that my elbow and my wrist are in perfectly where I need it to. Goalies face shots that are about 100 miles an hour plus. So you want to make sure that you aren't showing as much skin and least padded areas as possible. So now that I've double checked all my straps, I'm going to go ahead and put my arm in. Should be pretty snug with my shoulder. And I have these wrist straps here that go like that to make sure that my arm stays in place. And I'll just double check that the elbow pad has safely gone inside. So it looks something like this. Now that both sides are good, time to put on the jersey. This is usually the hard part, because I put my arms in like so, and then I can't put my head through. Usually have a teammate help me out with this part, but it is what it is. So now that your jersey's on, you're just missing three things. Next is your blocker, your glove, and your helmet. Considering that I won't have a second hand when I put my glove on, helmet goes first. After your helmet's on, put on your blocker, and then your glove. I played baseball growing up, so my glove feels more natural on my left hand, but I'm a righty, so that's why when I try and pass with my stick, it doesn't exactly work out. So this is essentially what I look like when I've got all the gear on. So that's what you hear in my videos. Sorry. So this is essentially what I look like in my full game day gear. Now it's time to take it all off, put it in my bag, and give you a different perspective. Okay, so now that I am changed back into my regular clothes, you can grab our stuff and I'll show you how to haul it out of here. Now I'm in desperate need of a new goalie bag. It's torn at the top and it's not really sustainable to holding most of my stuff. So what I do with my pads, because they can't go in the bag, I'll attach each Velcro side together like so, and then I'll throw it over my shoulder. I really hate this part. Take my bag and I'll throw it over my shoulder here. Grab my sticks. Now I'm ready to go for hockey. So other than changing in and out of my equipment, that's pretty much everything you need to see as far as getting ready from home. Just make sure that you pack a bottle of water, maybe a snack, some extra things to help you get ready and focused. Some people bring headphones, others like to talk to their teammates, whatever gets you ready for the game. But if you want to see me get dressed as a player and make this a series, I can do that as well. But I hope you guys like the video, enjoy, and I'll see you guys around. Oh, oh my God, that hurt. Oh. And no, there is no padding on the back. So I felt all of that.